Matt Rooney from JOBLO.com here at the McLaren Silverstone track as part of the Hobbs and Shaw Global event. I'm here with the McLaren 720S, one of the big stars of the movie, and I will be getting into it myself here soon just to see how realistic the driving in the movie was. And I have my driver, Jack, here with me, and we're going to take a look inside this thing to see what's going on and what I will be into. Talk a bit about getting this car modded out, souped up, to a way that will fit within the movie, get it to do everything that I was able to do, but still keeping it within the authentic look and feel of the car to make audiences really feel like, okay, this is something real on the road.
I mean, first and foremost, the car is real. It's a completely standard 720S
Yes.
That came out of our factory as any of the other cars we make would do. We then took the car and made a few tweaks. So we worked very closely with the stunt drivers on the movie to make sure the car did everything they wanted it to do.
Absolutely incredible. I'm still kind of getting my bearings, but yes, all of this, incredible. Incredible. At what point during development, at any point, did you realize that not only this movie could have the potential to be, but really needed to be the craziest movie in this entire franchise? Because it is bonkers in the best possible way.
It is, and I think we were taking a big risk by, swinging for the fences that way, but I really just wanted to make something that was entertaining. And, obviously if you look at how the Fast movies were progressively getting more bonkers, to use your term, I really didn't feel like anything was off limits. And I think that the element of humor actually helped us take the action into another place of defying physics, because now you really can sort of sit in this world and go, I'm just being entertained. That being said, I think we really did get some great emotional performances from Dwayne and Jason about their families. Jason with Helen Mirren and Dwayne with his brother Cliff Curtis. And so we tried to root it in sort of that family sort of element that's famous in Fast, but we leaned into bonkers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was a lot of that in the script from the beginning, or at what point, if any, did you look at it and be like, okay, this could be bigger, Brixton could do more, Samoa could have a larger role to play?
It was a process, for sure. I mean, the script was what it was, but once I came on board, I started to work on it with Chris pretty closely, and then he was sort of the gatekeeper of like what's acceptable for the Fast world, because Chris Morgan has written so many of them. And he's like, we can go big here. We can go bonkers here. It's okay. They want this. They love this. They sort of love the irreverence of how we defy physics and do these things in these movies, and they will embrace it as long as we're having fun. And he was right.
Right. And you spoke earlier about nailing an emotional tone and getting those kinds of performances out. Mm-hmm. And with this movie, I mean, you're looking at your past filmography. You got John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool. These all have, larger casts,
yeah,
but they are rooted in a single central character.
Correct.
You got John Wick, Deadpool, and this one you were dealing with two very big, singular personalities having to come together. Can you talk about the challenges of nailing the tone and the style for both of these larger-than-life figures, but then still making them feel like they're coming together and both having a story to tell, their own story to tell?
We say that it was a lot of movie, and you can see at the beginning of the movie where I'm trying to draw really quick parallels to who they are. So that's where that split screen montage comes in. And it was a motif that I used to, one, to define how different they are, but ultimately when you look back at the film, my hope is that you really see how similar they are. And they have these routines, and they're sort of men with codes. And, and then the next two scenes are like, Hobbs with his daughter and Jason Shaw with his mother, and like, who love their families. And you're mirror imaging them and like setting them up in sort of a clean way. And then they don't even realize how good they'd be together. And it's sort of them needing to come to that realization, which is the end of the film where they're fighting Brixton and they're like, I got your back, I got yours.
Right, and that's also a big takeaway I had is that, you know, these Fast and Furious has always been about family and pushing that ideal, and I feel like this, even amongst, you know, in the back with the action being as big as it is, I mean, the family roots go even deeper than we've seen them go before. I mean,
Thank you.
Not just with Hobbs' family, but the Shaws, and we're getting such, you know, a larger picture of all of them.
Yeah, I really did want to like ground it in a real emotional theme because, and not unlike Deadpool, I tried to ground it in the love story of Vanessa and Wade, but also in this sort of the nature versus nurture of that kid Fire Fist, right? It was like a real emotional theme. Like, will one act of kindness change this kid's life forever? And I think in this movie, it's a big action spectacle, but what I was hoping is like, it shouldn't take a world-ending virus to reconnect with the people that you care about. And so when you find those things to hang your hat on, and that people don't even understand they're accessing that stuff, and that's why they care about the big plot, but you need that stuff to make these movies work.
All right, we are here about to perform a fight scene from Hobbs and Shaw. I'm here with stunt coordinator Chris O'Hara. How are you doing today?
Very well.
Awesome. So what can you tell me about honing the styles, not just for people like Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham, but also Idris Elba and Vanessa Kirby, and really honing it all and make it all feel cohesive?
Well, I mean, I think they're each individually have their own character. And so when you're creating a fight scene and a style, you know, for what that character is going to be. And so working very closely with our fight coordinator, Gregor Mentor, and David Leitch, and also with the actors, and kind of seeing where they want their character to go kind of helps us shape the fighting style and who they are going to be action-wise in the movie.
Right, and then specifically for someone like Johnson and Statham, who have done this so many different times,
Yeah.
do they bring their own specific input, knowing what they want to do, knowing what maybe their audiences want to see?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely Jason has a following from being, you know, he's been a martial arts star for years and years and years, so he definitely has a lot of input as far as where he wants it to go. And Dwayne's the same way. I mean, he definitely wants to look, you know, he has a character that he's kind of built into, you know, this franchise, and kind of wants to, you know, let that come out in the fight scenes that we develop for them.
Right, and viewers will be able to get a bit of a glimpse more into this on the Blu-ray, but bringing in someone like Vanessa Kirby, who really doesn't have a lot of experience in this action field, what was it like getting her ready for such intense scenes, especially with Johnson?
She was amazing. I mean, she was the sleeper. So she came in and really put in a lot of hard work, and you could see as the movie progressed for us that she just got better and better and better. And so it was really cool to see her arc become basically a female badass in this movie.
Yeah, definitely was.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm excited to get a taste for it for myself.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
thank you very much.
Absolutely, Matt. It's a pleasure.
We're going for a ride! Woo! Tell me this is not happening.